Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Bitcoin report for the 22nd of January. So it appears that we're going to be looking at the account that we put out on the 15th of January. So we're back to that original count. So in that instance, we're looking for, well, the A wave here, the B wave here, and then there's 5 waves for the C wave. So this orange C wave here, there's 5 waves, so 1 and 2 here, and then down for 3, 4, and 5. So there will be between 2 and 3 here, there'll be 5 waves. So we've got in green here, we've got 1 and 2, and we'll come down for wave 3 into 30,000. We'll have a bounce back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree here, and then this wave 1 here can be roughly the same size as wave 5 coming down here, and then we'll be seeing wave 4 back up. Normally it can pull back up to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree or 38.2%, but when you're working with large numbers, they tend to sort of have a bit more stickability to these sorts of things here. So then that leaves us down lower here for this. That brings us down, and this, because the extension's in wave 3 here, that means that this wave 1 here, just as a rule of thumb, you know, move that, put that into here. So that can take us down to the, I mean, I'd always thought the 28 would be nice, but it may take us down to roughly the 25,000 area at this point. Okay, so we'll just see how this sort of plays out, but definitely have 5 waves here. Could this get any, you know, could we actually have a top in place and the market comes down much further? If that was going to be the case, then we would look at this as wave 1 here and wave 2 here and down for wave 3 here. Or we could also look at this as down for wave 1, back for wave 2, and also down for wave 1 and back for wave 2. We won't go to a bigger bearish picture until this plays out here as 1, 2, 3 here, with 5 waves of green in there, and 4 and 5, and there'll be 5 waves in this structure here. So once this plays out here and finishes, then anything below that will tell us that we've got a bigger bearish picture. That would be the reality, that would be the evidence. So at this stage, we just stay with this and look at it as a bullish corrective pattern, and I look at it as an opportunity. I really wanted to get some more coins, so this is going to help with that. So I won't be buying any coins in here, dollar cost averaging. I'm just simply going to wait till we get down here and it gets confirmed as a bullish trend at that point. So then I will start to move in at that stage. Yeah, we can have a look at this on a smaller time frame here as well. So let me just get in a bit more data here. So looking at this is the A wave here, the B wave here, the same as we had this count on the 15th of January. We didn't have all of this in play. We just had this as the A wave and the B wave up here, looking for 5 waves down to 28,000. But I can see that this has got further to go here. So 1 and 2. Last time we spoke, we looked at this warning signal at 35 here. Well, technically that low here, and then that second low here because of the impulse wave in that scenario. This ABC can be counted differently. It can be counted with an A wave here as an ABC for the A wave here, B wave here, and a C wave here. I haven't really pulled those apart, but it doesn't really matter. We've still got a corrective move to that point there. This point here, we've got wave 1 here and 2 here, and then you can quite clearly see that we've got wave 1 here, wave 2 here, wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and wave 5 here. So this wave 5 will take us down into this little area here, the 38.2% retracement level from that high to wherever that low is there, but that's going to come back up to the 38.2% and also the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So that's where that can play out. Pop that there. And then we've got wave 5 down here. Now wave 5 may move down to, so we can expect that to come down a bit further. Then a bit of an ABC pattern here, and then 5 waves down into this. So it may not, it just depends on how it's going to stick around here, but I'll put it at the 28, but thereabouts. And then of course this wave, blue wave 3, will go through the same process as well. So wave 2 up here to here, that will leave us with 38.2% sitting there. So that will be there. Then we can look for a larger correction, because this will be, this should be 60% bigger than this previous one here. And then we'll be looking at 5 waves down at that point. So if we could just take this again here, we did this exercise before. I'll just put it on the same angle as such. We'll see how that plays out. Move that down here. And that takes us into the 25. So, roughly speaking, of course. So that's where the buying is going to begin. Also, too, somebody mentioned that, Richard, thanks Richard, mentioned there's something like $3.9 billion worth of options to expire on the 29th. So that will take us into the 29th here. We had about 3.7 billion of options expiring in December. Yeah. So we can, anyway, we need to study that situation. So we'll see what, I mean, expect to move up after that, of course, but I just want to study that a bit more before I open my big gob. I'm not an options trader. I've never really needed, because I can count reasonably well with the Elliott and so forth. I didn't need to take on, I didn't need to sort of mitigate risk with options. There's nothing. So anyway, they're not my cup of tea. I mean, they're fantastic, but they're not my cup of tea, and I don't know a lot about them. Anybody with any input about these options expiring and what that will do to the markets, then that would be quite handy. And it'll be interesting to see if this takes us to the 29th down here. So that means we've got, up to the 29th to gather some pocket money and build back in over here. Well, I mean, I haven't exited any of my 21 positions, so this is just an opportunity to build back in. Obviously, the futures market that we've been looking at as well have got overwhelming hedge funds on the short side with those futures contracts from the CME. Yeah, maybe that's their shakeout point here, and they'll cover their shorts as well with those options. So we'll see. Anyway, that's sort of kind of what we're looking at now. This is the next chapter. Alrighty, cheers.